Today, Sunday, the 21st of September 2025, we have some hand-picked event to share with you, which of course will be backed up by stats and analytics to help you make your picks from the list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And I want to say congratulations based on yesterday's event, especially on the games we shared to members. In fact, the win rate were amazing. We already start wins and want to say congratulations to you all. Today again, we still have two slips we are going to be sharing to members only. And to those of you who have not yet joined membership to be having access to our accumulator event in terms of 5 plus odd accumulator, 10 plus odd accumulator, and 50 plus odd accumulator games we give as a baseline slip to members to re-edit to find at least their own 2 to 5 odd per slip to maximize wins, to take their win to the next level. Then you also want to make sure to join membership under level 2 pro or level 3 master to have access to our handpicked accumulator event, which will give to you to re-edit to find your own odds to maximize wins. If you're interested and wanted to join, then you want to make sure to click the link below this video to join membership to start having access to our accumulator games to take your win to the next height. We started this some few weeks back and the result have been so far very amazing, where we are registering 100% win rate, 95% win rate, 90% win rate, and 85% win rate. Of course, this is an excellent win rate probability, and if we give you these slips, having this high percent of win rate, finding your own 2 to 5 odd per slip in the list will maximize and boost your wins. If you're interested, the link is below this video. So we have some long list to share with you today. I will not want to share result on yesterday's event, for the result were also amazing. I don't want to share it here because this video will be very long. So we still have a long list to share with you today. And also, after sharing this event, I will also be sharing at least 1.4 odd as a free accumulator games to you. This will be free. The odd is 1.4. But if you want to have access to more of these games, especially we have two slips we have shared just as we have mentioned. One of it have a total of 18 games. The odd is 110 odd, and you can maximize this odd looking at your own 5 to 10 odd per slip to maximize your win. The second slip have a total of 12 games. Odd is 20 odd, and you can use this as well to re-edit to form your own 2 to 5 odd per slip. These are for level 2 pro members or level 3 master members. So you want to subscribe to membership to start having access to accumulator games like this, finding your picks by re-editing it following the way we have stated to make your own 2 to 5 odd to maximize your wins. If you're interested, the link is below this video. Not only do we give you accumulator games like this, we also provide to you top-notch tutorial classes that teaches you exactly how to find game to include in our slip. It also gives you how we find corner kick events, live game strategy to make consistent win, and many more tutorials, which of course you can watch to stand ahead of others and take your wins to the next height. These are all reserved for members only. So you want to also subscribe to membership, either level 2 pro or level 3 master, to have access to these features to start taking your win to the next height. So without wasting time, let's look at some of the events we have to share with you. Let's proceed with the first event. And looking at the first event here, we are looking at Bolivia. In the professional division, we are looking at Always Ready against Willie Stemman. In this event, the home Always Ready have proved to have great offense, scoring 5 against Universitario, 2 against Oriento, and 6 against Toma Yapo. In fact, they are very good. Wisterman, on the other hand, is not as great as that of the home. They had a loss against Independiente. And one thing I want to share with you is this Independiente match where they had a loss against it. But Always Ready have also played against Independiente. You can see here, they beat it up to 5 against 0. If they could beat Independiente 5-0, for which this Independiente was able to beat Wisterman, then there is still a possible chance for the home to beat it, and also the possible chance of goals here. If you look at the stand performance, comparing their stat, we are going to see that the home Always Ready have proved to sit on the first place. They've had 5 games played, 5 lead, scoring 20, considering 3 great offense and defense. But that of Wisterman, on the other hand, have proved that the defensive line is not good and ready to concede, and the offense is very weak. Looking at everything here in place, there will be high shoot on and off target by the home. So we are expecting at least 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, we are expecting number 1, the home to lead. Number 2, at least 1.5 or 2 goals over in this event in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at Iceland. In the best at the lead, we looked at Vikingo against Fram. In this event, the way Fram have proved to score and also concede very much. Scoring 2, conceding 2, conceding 2, scoring 2, conceding 3. In fact, the home also have proved to have a good offense, and also they do also concede. Scoring 2, conceding 2, scoring 4, conceding 1, scoring 2, conceding 4. Both sides are good at scoring and also good at conceding. If we look here at the stand performance comparing the strength, the home will prove that Vikingo here sit on the 5th place. They have had 5 games, scoring 11, conceding 10. Good offense and defense is weak. Away from also, on the other hand, have also proved to have a weak defensive line and average offense. So both are coming to meet. There will be more shoot on and off target by both sides. So we expect 2 major PK in full time. For this particular event, we're expecting number 1, at least 1.5 goal in full time. Number 2, 2 goals over. In the next, we looked at Spain in the La Liga. We are looking at Barcelona against Getafe. In this event, the home Barcelona have proved to have great offensive line. In the recent event they've had against Valencia, where they beat it 6-0. Como, they beat it 5-0. Villarreal, 2-3. Real Madrid, 4-3. In fact, their offensive strength in recent event have been amazing. Getafe, on the other hand, have conceded against Valencia up to 3 goals. But this Valencia also had a game with the home. It was beaten 6 to prove that the home have great offense as compared to that of the away. If the home could beat Valencia up to 6, but this Valencia could beat the away Getafe up to 3-0, as you can see here, then there is a probable chance for the home to still lead as well as goal probability here. If we look at the stand performance and comparing their strength, what we are going to see is the fact that the home have great offense. They sit here, and you can see they have just had 1 event scoring 6. This tournament have just started, and they want to take advantage of everything, and the weak defense of the away also will make the home to have great offensive line of scoring. And if we look at the way match played, have also proved to concede very much, and we look at expecting 2 major pick in full time. For these particular events, major pick number 1, we expect the home to lead. Major pick number 2, at least 1.5 or 2 goals over to occur in this match in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at Estonia in the S Liga B. We're looking at Jovnik Phoenix against Legion. In this event, of course, the home and the away, both sides. Let's look at that of the home. They score and they do also concede. Conceding 3, scoring 1, conceding 1, scoring 3, conceding 6, scoring 1. In fact, the defensive and offensive line have proved to be amazing. That of its opponent also is a good conceding team, conceding 6 and 5, and also scoring 6. The two are coming to meet. If we look at the most recent head-to-head, 3 goals were scored between the two, and the home lead. This time, Legion want to impress because they had a 3-0 loss in the last head-to-head. They want to impress, and if we look at the stand performance, comparing the strength based on the recent event, what we are going to see is the fact that the home Jovniks have proved that it form stand in a higher position. And if we look at it here, Jovniks here have proved to have great offense, and the defense is not very tight. The opponent, on the other hand, have also proved that in terms of the defensive line, they do really concede. As you can see, the conceding strength is really, really big, and the offense is also amazing. So both sides will cause more shoot on and off target, and we expect at least 2 major pick here in full time. For this particular event, we expect in major pick number 1, at least 1.5 goal in full time. Major pick number 2, 2 goals over. In the next, we looked at Sweden in the Division 2, Västra Götaland. We're looking at Quivding against Varberg. In this event, the away have proved to have great conceding strength, conceding 3, 3, and 6. But that of the home have proved to have great offense, scoring 6 in the most recent event. They are coming to meet, and the recent head-to-head resulted to Quivding to lead. 3 goals were also scored between the two. They are coming again to meet, and if we look at the stand performance comparing their strength, Quivding have proved to have a great offensive line, scoring 11 and conceding 10. Great offense, but defense is not tight. Their opponent, on the other hand, Varberg, have also proved to have a defensive line that concede very much with an average offense. So shoot on and off target on both sides will be high. We expect, therefore, 2 major pick here in full time. For this particular event, we are expecting Quivding to lead, but 1.5 goal is our major pick in this event in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at Sweden in the Division 2, Västra Götaland. We looked at Bedelen against Bojan. In this event, the home Bedelen have proved that in terms of the recent event they have had at home, they do concede very much with a weak defensive line. Their opponent Bojan is a strong offense and also do concede. The two are coming to meet. And if we look here at the stand performance comparing their strength, we'll see that in terms of offense and defense, the defensive line on both sides are not that very tight. If we looked here at the home team, it conceded 24. That's an average of 4 conceded goals and even 5 conceded goals in each game played. The opponent also, on the other hand, have also proved to have a defensive line that concede. If you see, they concede more than 2 goals in each game, but the offense is average. So the two are coming to meet. We expect at least 2 major pick here in full time. For this particular event, goal probability is still our major option. 1.5 goal or 2 goals over in this event in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at Lithuania in the A-League. We're looking at Kauno Žalgiris against Zygas Telšiai. In this event, Žalgiris have proved to have great offense. Against Riteria, they beat it 6-1. Against Hegeman, they beat it 2-1. But the way have proved to also had a game against recent game like Riteria. They have also had a lead, against another opponent, a lead. In fact, both side offense have proved to be great. The most recent head-to-head, they made the 3 goals were scored. This time, they will still want to impress. But Kuna Zagreus have proved to have great offense, more as compared to that of the away. They're sitting in the first place, 5 games played, all the 5 leads, scoring 18, conceding 2, great offense and defense. But that of its opponent, on the other hand, have proved that a defensive line is not that very tight, if you see here, and also the offense is average. So we're expecting at least 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, we expect number 1, the home to lead, number 2, at least 1.5 goal here in full time. In the next, we looked at Latvia in the Veseliga. We're looking at Jelgava against Riga. In this event, the home and the away, Riga have proved to have great offense, scoring 4 and 6. That of its opponent, Jelgava, have also proved to concede and score at least 1 goal per each game played. The two are coming to meet, and if we look at the stand performance and comparing their strength, what we are going to see, Jelgava is proving to have a defensive line that is not very tight and average offense. The opponent, on the other hand, have also proved that if we look at the stand performance, the way Riga have proved to have great offense, very high and scoring more than 3 goals in each game played, they are coming to meet. If we looked here at the recent head-to-head which these two met, you're going to see 2 goals were scored. This time, Riga have more offense and they want to impress this time, so we expect 2 major pick here in full time. For this particular event, we're expecting number 1, 1.5 going full time, number 2, the away team to lead as the major pick. Looking at the next, we looked at Sweden in the Division 2, Västra Götaland. We looked at Astro against Onsala. In this event, the home have proved to score and also concede, scoring 2, conceding 3, scoring 3, conceding 1. The opponent, on the other hand, have proved to also concede and scoring at least 1 goal in each game played. The two are coming to meet in this particular tournament. And if we look at the stands, comparing their strength, we are going to see that Astro, when they come at home, they prove to have offense that is not tight and a great offense. That is defense that is not very tight and a great offense. The opponent also, on the other hand, when they go at the way, they prove that the defensive line is weak and offense is also great. The two are coming to meet. There will be more shoot and enough targets, so we expect at least 2 major picks in full time. For this particular event, we expect at least 1.5 going full time or 2 goals over. And these are some of the events we have to share with you. Let's now proceed with the games which we have just handpicked for you in the slip ticket and the slip code, which is for free. But if you want to access more, then you have to make sure that you join membership to have access to more odds between 20 odd plus and 10 plus odd accumulator games, which we have handpicked, sharing the slip code for you to easily re-edit, and also having access to this give you a higher chance and the better games which we have accumulated. Let's look at some of the free games we have for you. On this list, we have a total of 4 games. Odd is 1.42 odd. It is a free slip we have for you. But if you want to have access to even more games we have just recently shared 2 of them. One of the slip is having 12 games, 20 odd for level 2 pro members. And we keep updating our 10 plus accumulator and 5 plus accumulator. And the next slip have a total of 18 games, 110 odd that will run. So for you to have access to these slips, so that you can easily find your own 5 odd to 10 odd maximum per slip to maximize wins, then you want to either join level 2 pro members or level 3 master members to have access to these slips. But this one is free and I will give it with you. The first game here is in the England Super League Women, Chelsea Women against Leicester City Women, where we are looking at least 2 goals. In the next, we looked at Latvia in the Veseliga, Riga and Jelgava, at least 1.5 goal. In the next, we looked at Sweden in the Division 2 Western Götaland, Quivdin and Varberg, at least 1.5 goal. And we looked at the next in the professional division of Bolivia. We looked at Always Ready and George Widdistron, 1.5 goal. And this give a total of 4 events. Odd is 1.4. And you can use this to include it in your slip as well. And the slip code to those of you having 1xbet is going to be Y7KYM. You can use the code to find the games to include in your slip. And if you want to have access to more games, especially our top accumulator events of 12 odd, 20 odd, and 100 odd, then you want to join level 2 pro member or level 3 master member to have access to this regularly and daily updating slips, where we provide the baseline slip with you to have access to it, re-editing to find your own between 5 to 10 odd to maximize wins. If you come here to the front page of our channel here, titled as the home tab, as you can see here, you're going to notice that we provide match predictions to members only. These are members only match prediction picks which we have handpicked based on our short pick and favorite events we share to members only. You can see based on our top 9, top 8, top 7, and we keep updating this area on a regular basis to give you the best handpicked event which you can use to boost your winning. To those of you who are interested to join, you want to make sure to join the package plan, either level 2 pro or level 3 master, to start having access to our handpick events, which you can see here to start taking your winning to the next height. Also, having access to our handpick event at the same time give you access to our top-notch tutorial classes. For example, if you enroll to the level 2 pro membership package plan, you also have access to what we call the level 2 pro classes. To do so, you just want to make sure to come to this area here that says playlist and click on the playlist section. Then you are going to see an area that says level 2 pro class. You want to make sure that you click on this area. Once you have had the membership package plan, you access the level 2 pro class. This will give you access to the live match corner kick strategy step by step, a simple trick to make consistent win, the never sit match prediction strategy, which will share with you how we find games to include in our sleep, the straight win and comeback strategy for you to use at your advantage, the tactical straight win and 2.5 goal strategy you can use at your advantage, and the 99% win rate strategy you can use for yourself. These are top-notch tutorial classes you can use. Once you join the level 2 pro class, you have access to all of these features, as well as at the same time having access to all our handpick events we share to members only to take your win to the next level. But if you subscribe to the level 3 master plan, then you want to make sure to come to this area that says level 3 master classes and click on this area. Once you come here, you're going to see that you have access to the level 3 master class. That will make you have access to the excellent corner kick strategy review step by step, the top secret AI tool we use to find games in terms of goal probability and straight wins, the game changer corner kick strategy that reveals the top secret site we use to find games to include in our sleep based on corner kicks, 6 amazing AI tools you can use at your advantage, the home and away win match prediction strategy step by step, and the 2.5 goal strategy you can use to beat the bookies and win even more. These are top-notch tutorial classes for level 3 masters that make you stand ahead of others to start taking your win to the next height. These are the levels of masterclass we have to share with you. You want to make sure that you enroll to either the level 2 pro class or level 3 master plan to have access to these features, while at the same time you also have access to all our handpick event on the home tab section, as you can see, based on our favorite and short pick, which we will update regularly for you to use at your advantage and take your win to the next height. Also, at the same time, we have some free video tutorials, which of course you can come to this area that says video and click on the video tab directly. Once you do so and try to access this area, you're going to see some of the best strategy we have to share with you. Like, for example, the match prediction strategy for amazing winning. This is the second episode of it. And the more you scroll across this area, you'll discover even more tutorials which you can use for free at your advantage. I will just go ahead to share some few with you, which you can use as an example. For example, we have this one here, the best football soccer prediction app for this year that will amaze you. And if you scroll even more, you see another one here, the best football prediction website for this year, which you can use them effectively. We have shared exactly how you can use some of the prediction website at your advantage. And the more you scroll this area, you'll discover even more top-notch free tutorials, which you can also use at advantage and try to see how you can implement to boost your win strategy when it comes to match predictions. Moreover, I will share with you other recommended tutorials which are free that I would like you to watch. One of it, which of course I will scroll across this page to pinpoint it to you so that you make sure that you go ahead to watch it. It is free. One of it here is this particular one, which of course, let's try to scroll across this page to share it exactly with you. We have one here which we have titled as the top 5 soccer prediction apps being compared, where we have compared some of the features of some of the bet prediction app which you can use at your advantage. Now we have another one here which will title it as the expert tips for picking winning soccer matches. Here we revealed some of the tips which are termed as the expert tip, which you can use at advantage, as you can see here, to see how you can find some games to include in your sleep. Next, we looked at this particular one here, 5 hidden Sofascore features to make amazing wins or amazing win with your bet sleep. In this strategy, we have labeled some of the 5 hidden Sofascore features you never knew existed, which you can use at advantage and make some picks to include in your sleep. We have another one here, which we just published not far ago, titled as the 4 secret amazing tips for making bet picks to include in your sleep. We mentioned some of the pitfalls and some of the things you should avoid when it comes to match predictions so that you are going to make the best hand-pick events or matches to include in your slip to boost your winning. And that being said, these are some of the free tutorials you can have and watch for free to boost your hand-pick prediction event.